How is it going, everyone? Figured I was about due to post a little update video. I've been meaning to get around to doing something like this, but life and shit's been definitely happening in the last couple of weeks, to say that much. Regardless, we're here now. I've got the perfect opportunity to make a little video because I'm currently stuck in peak hour traffic, driving home on the motorway. It's almost at a standstill, pretty well in second gear at the moment, but brief update in the life of Howdy Health, aka me. Finished 75 hard. That was a toughie, but we made it. I was actually really delighted by the progress I was able to make with such a strenuous calorie deficit and activity regime. Man, I was fucking reading the pages, steps, working out, push-up challenge even threw that in there just in case I wasn't doing enough already, but managed to drop 7.7 kilos and looked pretty peeled towards the end. I wasn't shredded by any means, but I was quite satisfied with the results. Actually ended up doing a little bit of a sort of keto type diet towards the end there, just because personally when I get the calories that low, I could just go for it. I've done keto before. I quite enjoy the mental feeling of ketosis, and surprisingly, 1 week out from my holiday, deprived as shit, keto diet, managed to actually hit a PB on deadlifts with the trap bar, which came out of fucking nowhere. I was not expecting that. But all in all, 75 hard was pretty good. Would I do it again? Probably not. Maybe. I won't say I'll never do it again, but it was tough. It was good having that sort of structure. Every day, you gotta do workouts, you gotta do pages. I was so set in this routine. I was just on the fucking ball every day. Get up, go, do this, do that, tick the boxes. Some of the most productive 2 months of my life, I reckon. I was a monster. Had an absolute blinder in the lead up to my holiday. Had a really good month, my best month to date. Ran a little end of financial year promo, lined up immaculately, crushed it. Honestly, a really good way to see the challenge out and go on to my holiday. That being said, was pretty burnt out by the end of it. Started reintroducing, I let loose a little bit on my cruise holiday. Probably a little more than I would care to really admit. That's sort of what happens when you really restrict yourself that hard for such a long period of time, that once you sort of get into that relaxed mode, party mode, you really let the hair down. But anyways, enjoyed my holiday. It was really good. Had a marvelous time. Weather wasn't spectacular, but you can't complain. Life's pretty good when you have even the privilege to be able to take a holiday. So for that, irrespective, I'm grateful. Lots of food, lots of boo, lots of good times. But coming back from holidays since then, pretty well went from that all-time high to all-time low. I'm sure anyone working around the Brisbane, Queensland area, Australia at this point in the year, you're probably well aware that sickness is going around like something fucking fierce at the moment. Came back to probably the worst month I've had. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm sure most people working in probably service-based industries are feeling this pinch, but sickness is going crazy at the moment. My partner and her oldies, they all got sick on the last day back from the cruise, back from the holidays. They were not written off, but very ill for probably a week and 2 weeks. They took time off work. My immune system somehow pulled through. I had a few days where I'm like, I think this is it, but alas, that's a credit to taking care of yourself, being fit and healthy. It strengthens your immune system. So I did actually not get sick, but my clients have been dropping like flies. I think I had some of the worst weeks I've had since starting out as a PT. But I reckon I had about 13 or 14 cancellations in a week, which hurt. And it's carrying over. Even this week, it's only Tuesday, and I think I've had about 4. One of my other colleagues yesterday, he had 9 cancellations in one day, basically his whole day written off. So it's sort of been a big smack around, especially on the mental side of things, going from such a lock dialed in, just everything turning up Millhouse basically for me, having a blinder, and then just coming back and just rubble and smithereens everywhere. Like, just absolute carnage. So it's definitely shaken me mentally more than anything. July, it's been a toughie. It's been a real toughie for me. It really has been feeling like the walls are sort of just crumbling down around me. But in that same sense, it's a good reminder, and I sort of needed to ground myself there for a second in the fact that, oh, there it goes, over the bridge, little bump on the bridge. That life, you know, has bumps and you fucking fall down like my camera just did then. But it's not always going to be like that. There's going to be chapters in the book that are dark and full of adversity and hardship. And right now, I feel like I'm really in that peak of that chapter. For anyone who's familiar, there's that old sort of meme, I guess you would call it, that picture. It's the two blokes mining the diamond under the ground, and one bloke's like that far away from breaking through to get to the diamonds, and he's turning around, he's given up. And there's another bloke below him that's still going at it, still getting after it. And that picture, I don't know why, it just came to mind recently, and that really sort of resonated with me where I am in my journey at the moment. I feel like I'm on the cusp of that breaking point. I feel like I've had a bit of a rinsing from a business perspective in the last month, but I need to just reassure myself, keep weathering the storm. Usually the breakthrough happens right when you think you're about to break down. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just putting simple steps in place every day, keep ticking boxes, keep kicking goals, keep moving forward. I might not be fucking blitzing it like I was just a month ago, but you just got to keep wading through it, man. For anyone who's out there watching this video, if you've stumbled upon it or whatever motive you have to watch my video this far through, if you're going through some hard times, keep going, dude. Keep grinding, keep putting one foot in front of the other. Doesn't matter how slow you have to go, just do not stop. Do not give up on yourself or your purpose. And I can assure you, I've really had to touch base with my deep roots recently as to why I did this in the first place and why I need to keep going. Because it has been tempting to fucking throw the towel in. But regardless, team, I hope you're all happy and healthy watching this video. It's starting to get a bit dark here, so I'm going to wrap it up. Keep soldiering on. Keep doing the good stuff that you are doing in your daily life. I'll leave it there. Lukey boy out. Have a good one. I'll see ya.